On the surface, You Don't Mess with the Zohan doesn't necessarily seem like my kind of film, although I do like Adam Sandler. The film has a 5.5 out of 10 on IMDb, and I actually was expecting more. I feel like it's a film that I know a lot of people like, but it turns out that it's probably below average. But I actually found it quite enjoyable. It was released in 2008, directed by Dennis Dugan, and written by Robert Smigel and Judd Apatow, and starring, of course, Adam Sandler, alongside John Turturro, and Sandler obviously plays Zohan. And I do love Adam Sandler, particularly the beginning of the noughties and the end of the 90s. I think that, for me, was the heyday of his comedy style. And this one, the narrative, doesn't sound like it would appeal to me, and this is why I was kind of surprised, pleasantly. And the description from IMDb for this is as follows. An Israeli Special Forces soldier fakes his death so he can re-emerge in New York City as a hairstylist. What? It sounds bonkers. And it is. I mean, Adam Sandler's style is quite goofbally, and that definitely comes across here. But I think the reason that I liked this is because Zohan was a really likeable character. The narrative itself is relatively interesting. I thought it was quite clever. It's quite intricate. It's a very well-developed narrative for being just a comedy. I thought that was very well done. But Zohan is a character, for me, is the reason why this actually works quite well. I found him to be very pleasing, very charismatic. Sometimes a little irritating, but certainly Sandler's performance was an absolute joy to watch. And with this kind of character, because he's the epitome of charisma. He is very entertaining. He's obviously, initially at least, putting on he's playing a role because he's, as the description said, an Israeli Special Forces soldier. This is kind of completely the opposite in terms of personas, which is what he's going for, so that he can hide in New York as a hairstylist. But actually he fits it very well, and it makes a lot of sense, and the transition works really well, and I thought it was pretty good fun. It's not my favourite Adam Sandler film. I think I say that about every single Sandler film that I review. So I'm trying to work out what my favourite is. Probably one of the ones he did with Jennifer Aniston. Probably. But I liked it a lot. If you're a fan of Sandler, definitely you need to watch this. I think you'll like it. But even if you're not, give it a go, because Zohan as a character is entertaining. I think he's a well written character. And Sandler suits the role very well. The costumes are great. Being set in New York, something I absolutely love. The cast is great. It's well developed for being a comedy. I can't really fault it. And for that reason, I'm pretty happy to recommend it.